Hello children. Today's topic is transpiration from a dicot leaf. Here it is an experiment which is going to prove that more transpiration occurs from the lower surface of a dicot leaf as compared to upper surface. So in the given figure you can see the way experimental setup has been done. First, what they have done, they have first we need to fix the cobalt chloride strips on both the surfaces of leaf of a potted plant. This should be one condition, that the leaf should remain attached to its own plant. Okay, that's why we have taken potted plant, and we are fixing this cobalt chloride paper with the leaf clamps. Okay, they've taken the glass slides. Okay, and we are placing the cobalt chloride paper. Cobalt chloride paper, when we take, it is blue in color, and in the presence of moisture it turns pink. So both the sides of the same leaf we are fixing the cobalt chloride paper, and we observe the changes in the color of cobalt chloride strips on both the surfaces at the same time. After some time, what do we observe? That cobalt chloride strip fixed on the lower surface of the leaf turns pink much earlier as compared to the one which is fixed on the upper surface. Okay, so what we can conclude, that cobalt chloride paper turns much earlier. It means that much earlier in the lower surface as compared to the upper surface of the dicot leaf. So we can prove that the loss of water from the lower surface is more as compared to the upper surface of leaf. So what does it tells? That there are more stomatal openings on the undersurface of dicot leaf, and therefore more transpiration occurs from the undersurface. Okay, and this experiment has proved that the transpiration occurs from the lower surface of a dicot leaf. Next, we have factors affecting transpiration. Now, there are factors which affects the rate of transpiration. So what are these factors? We are going to discuss this in detail one by one. First factor is intensity of sunlight. Intensity of sunlight means we know that the stomata opens during the daytime and it closes during the night. So during the day, stomata are open, okay, so that they can facilitate the inward diffusion of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, and at night they are closed. So therefore just to facilitate more transpiration during the day. So it depends. If it is a sunny bright day, then more transpiration will take place. If it is a cloudy day, rainy day, then less of transpiration will take place. Second factor is temperature. If outside temperature is higher, then there will be more evaporation from the leaves, therefore it will increase the transpiration. So increase in temperature allows more water to evaporate. Third is velocity of wind. Transpiration also increases with the velocity of wind. If the wind blows faster, water vapor released during the transpiration is also removed faster. So the area outside the leaf does not get saturated with water vapor. So continuously water vapors keeps on releasing by the plant and the rate of transpiration increases. Next is humidity. Now humidity reduces. If the air outside is humid, then it will reduce the rate of transpiration, because it will be more saturated outside the leaf. It will be more saturated as compared to the condition inside the leaf. So therefore it will reduce the rate of transpiration. Next is the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, it has been seen that if carbon dioxide level increases outside over the normal proportion, then it causes the stomatal closure, and then when the stomata are closed, then it leads to the reduction in transpiration. So though no transpiration, or it will reduce the transpiration. Next comes the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, if atmospheric pressure is low, okay, if the atmospheric pressure decreases, then the rate of transpiration increases. How? Because the low atmospheric pressure, it reduces the density of air. So when the density of air reduces, then the rate of transpiration automatically increases. So these are these factors like intensity of sunlight, temperature, velocity of wind, humidity, carbon dioxide, and atmospheric pressure. These are